An intense feud between two 53-year-old women, who have spent years trading bizarre insults and unintelligible lawsuits, spilled into bloodshed on May 25, 2021 as one stabbed the other in Vancouver's Supreme Court building. Jing Liu and Catherine Shen have been swapping insults on Chinese-language online forums since 2005, when the pair met over the internet while they were both preparing to emigrate from China to Canada. They did not know each other prior. They have accused each other of self-importance and underhanded sneakery, attacking their respective families, with Catherine allegedly calling Jing's son's high school to verify whether he had really been accepted into Harvard, among other things. In April 2020, Justice Elena Dare attempted to untangle the roots of the conflict, ultimately ordering Jing to pay Catherine $8,500 and Catherine to pay $9,000 to Jing. The extra $500 was because Catherine kept posting insults online even after Jing had filed the lawsuit. That should have been the end of the woman's feud. However, in 2021, Jing applied to the court to find Catherine in contempt for allegedly failing to pay the final $250 of her damages and for refusing to delete nasty threads from online forums. On the day of the attack, May 25, 2021, Catherine Shen entered the court carrying two weapons, a hammer and knife, in her purse. Bag checks and metal detector screenings are not standard at this courthouse, and no one checked the contents of her purse. The women were appearing before a judge at approximately 10 a.m. in courtroom 32 on the third floor of the Vancouver's Supreme Court building when Catherine attacked Jing, managing at least 10 downward blows with each weapon according to evidence heard at trial. Catherine was charged with multiple charges, including attempted murder. Trial has recently concluded in June 2023. During trial, Catherine's lawyers brought up the defense of a mental disorder. While this was not dismissed entirely by the court, it had to be severe enough to render her incapable of understanding her actions. Justice Catherine Denhoff found Catherine guilty of attempted murder, aggravated assault, assault with a weapon, and possession of a weapon. Prosecutors are asking for an 18-year sentence, while Catherine's lawyers asked for a sentence of only 6 years. Catherine's mental health remains a factor in the case, and could affect her ultimate sentence. The sentencing hearing has been put on hold so the judge can hear further evidence from one of her psychiatrists. Hearings are slated to resume on November 29, 2023. Do you think 6 years is a long enough sentence? Will the feud between both women continue? If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. Like and share the video, and we'll see you in the next one.
Shen enters BC Supreme Court at 9:18 the morning of May 25th. Shen's bags not checked by sheriffs. It is not a requirement. No metal detector at the entry. Jing Liu, 53 at the time, walks into courtroom 32 first, followed by Shen. The women locked in a nasty civil dispute, vile attacks online dating back over a decade. Shen exits and returns. She appears to be pacing outside the courtroom 2 minutes before the case commences at 10 o'clock. Liu sitting inside the courtroom when she feels a blow to the head. It's like an earthquake, she testifies during trial. Liu said Shen had a hammer and a knife with a 6-inch blade. Liu stabbed multiple times in the chest area, 2 gashes to the arm requiring staples. The major vein, which connects the heart and lung, cut. The sac containing the heart, injured. The left lung, punctured. The panic button hit by the court clerk. Sheriff John Roberge, the first to arrive. "Stop, stop," he yells. Shen and Liu both comply immediately, laying on their backs. Roberge disarming Shen, pulling a hammer and fish knife out of her hands, and then handcuffing her, he testifies. Deputy Sheriff Bagri, the first to commence first aid on Liu, reassuring her she's in good hands. The odor of blood so strong you could smell it, says Deputy Sheriff Zanato. Moments later, he escorts Shen to jail. From the prisoner's box, twice, Shen shouts out, "Liu is a liar." Defense will be filing an NCRMD application, not criminally responsible, on account of mental disorder. The trial now adjourned for psychiatric reports. Liu stood up in the witness box, describing in graphic detail how Catherine Shen was standing behind her with a hammer in her left hand and a knife with a 6-inch blade in her right. The incident took place inside courtroom 32 at Vancouver Law Courts last May. Lou stabbed twice in the chest area and slashed in the arm multiple times, according to the evidence. Lou said she was sitting inside the courtroom when she felt a blow to her head. It was like an earthquake, she described. I was really fearful. I can't remember how I resisted it, Lou testified. I did not know where I was injured. I could only feel blood coming down. Ms. Shen was using all of her force to try to stab me with the knife. Court Sheriff John Roberge heard noises from the hallway. He testified how he ran into the courtroom, ordered both women to lay down. He said he took the hammer and a fish filleting knife out of the hands of Shen and arrested her. Lou and Shen had been in court for a contempt of court hearing in an ongoing civil suit. The women engaged in a nasty verbal war on social media for over a decade. Shen stood up in the prisoner's box twice, yelling out that Lou is a liar.